An old sock. It might seem completely worthless, but to many dogs, it's one of the most irresistible items in the entire house. While the remote control sits abandoned on the couch, the leather shoes stay untouched by the door, or a plush pillow rests right in plain sight, the thing your dog decides to run off with is usually a sock you've been wearing all day. And the funny thing is, a lot of them will grab it, bolt out of the room, and then look back to see if you're actually going to chase them. If you think this is just some random, mischievous behavior, dog science might make you look at this whole routine in a completely different light. 1. Why is it always the dirty sock? You tear apart the blankets, scanning the entire room for your missing sock, only to find it neatly tucked away inside the mouth of the four-legged culprit. The fascinating thing is, dogs rarely grab random objects. They ignore the electric bill, don't even look at the rough dish towel, and don't bother touching the jacket hanging by the door. But socks? That is a whole different story. In 2015, a study at Emory University put 12 dogs into an fMRI brain scanner, a device that measures brain activity in real time, and exposed them to 5 different scents: the scent of an unfamiliar dog, a familiar dog, an unfamiliar human, a familiar human, and their own scent. A region of the brain called the caudate nucleus, the area that processes rewards and positive emotions, sparked the strongest reaction to the scent of the familiar human. What does that actually mean? Your body odor doesn't just help your pup recognize you, it literally lights up the happiness center in their brain. And in a dog's world, where their sense of smell is tens of thousands of times sharper than ours, a sock you've been wearing all day is the ultimate jackpot of concentrated body odor they can find anywhere in the house. Some rescue and shelter workers have also noticed that items carrying a human scent, like an old t-shirt or a piece of cloth, often help dogs feel less anxious in a new environment. It's just like a toddler clutching their favorite security blanket in the dark, not because it's pretty, but because it carries the comforting scent of safety. To you, it's just dirty laundry waiting to be washed. To them, it's the closest thing to having you right there when you're away. But if this is truly just about seeking comfort, why do they bolt the exact second you spot them? 2. The chase trap. It's a moment every dog owner knows all too well. Your pup stares you dead in the eye, pauses for a split second, and then bolts out of the room like a rocket. And what's your immediate reaction? Hey, drop it right now. Stop. Just like that, the chase is on. You're frantically running after them, your voice pitches up, and adrenaline kicks in. But have you ever wondered, why don't they just sneakily hide it away instead of making sure you catch them in the act before running off? For many dogs, this behavior often starts out as a subconscious way to get your attention. Think about your pup's typical day. You're sitting at your desk, glued to your screen. They're lying under the table, completely ignored. Then they grab a dirty sock. Boom! You instantly drop everything to chase them. In a dog's mind, your attention, even if you're annoyed or yelling, is a massive social reward. They figure out a simple formula. Grabbing a sock equals playtime with my human. However, it's our exact reaction that turns this fun game into a stressful battle. A massive study by the University of Guelph involving over 3,000 pet dogs revealed a surprising truth. When owners repeatedly use pressure by yelling, chasing, and ripping items straight out of their mouth, a dog's mindset instantly shifts from wanting to play to resource guarding. The study proved that repeating this mistake only increases their avoidance behavior. In other words, here lies the psychological trap. The dog steals the sock because they want you to interact with them, but because you always end the game by angrily snatching it back, they gradually learn a new tactic. They want to trigger the chase, but they're also terrified of losing the very item that starts the game. And that creates a fascinating paradox. They have to stand perfectly still and let you spot them to flip the attention switch, but the exact second you make a move, they bolt and use every trick in the book to keep you from confiscating the treasure in their mouth. This clash between two conflicting instincts leads to a very distinct reaction. Instead of just running around the house, many dogs choose to retreat into the tightest, darkest corners they can find. 3. The classic hiding reflex. Some dogs don't just run right past you. They retreat under the table, behind the couch, into a dark hallway corner, or out into another room. And they usually choose spots that force you to bend down, reach in, or crawl just to get it back. This is the tension between two instincts working at the exact same time. Scientist Juliane Breyer and her colleagues conducted a series of experiments to find out if dogs adjust their behavior based on a human's line of sight. The results were clear. When faced with barriers between themselves and an observer, dogs consistently tend to move toward the less visible side. They don't have a complex moral compass, but they possess a very specific ability. They know when they are being watched, and they adjust their position accordingly. To put it simply, they know you're looking, and they pick a spot where you see less of them because they want to keep the sock, but they also want you to show up. A real-world story illustrates this better than any study ever could. Zach George, a famous dog trainer, once shared a story about a border collie named Scout who had a habit of grabbing a sock every morning and just standing there, staring at his owner instead of running away. The more the owner chased or tried to snatch it back, the tighter Scout held on. It was only when the owner stopped turning it into a game of chase and started trading it for treats that the behavior finally began to fade. This is the most fascinating internal conflict in this behavior. Your pup doesn't want to lose the sock, the very thing creating the interaction. But they don't want to lose the interaction either, so they choose a middle ground, hidden enough to keep the sock, but close enough that you still have to come look for them. We are the ones who accidentally turn this into a daily ritual. The dog runs, the human chases, the human snatches it back, the dog gets excited, and the next day the exact same story repeats itself. After hundreds of repetitions, the sock is no longer just a sock. It becomes the trigger for an interaction script where both sides know every single step of how it plays out. That's also why most dogs only strike when you're actually home. If the goal was truly just to chew things up, they would have done it when they were alone. But no, they wait until they have an audience. Behind that mischievous little stunt is a much simpler and sweeter truth. Sometimes your pup doesn't even care about the sock. What they really crave is the high-energy, completely focused version of you, the version that only shows up the second that sock disappears. Number 4, a piece of you left behind. There are dogs that start swallowing fabric, guarding items aggressively, or becoming hostile when approached, and that's when this behavior requires serious intervention with the help of a professional trainer. But for the vast majority of household sock thefts, the story lies in a much warmer gray area. It's not destructiveness. It's not revenge. It's a form of emotional bonding. Your pup is anchoring themselves to something carrying the scent of the person they love most. The most touching proof of this doesn't come from a lab. It comes from the stories dog owners share during times of loss. Many people have shared that after a family member passed away, their dog quietly found and held onto an old sock or t-shirt belonging to that person lying completely still beside it, refusing to eat or play, just sleeping next to the scent left behind. There is no better way to explain that behavior than one simple word: longing. And now the question from the beginning of the video finally has an answer. Why is it always the old sock? Because an old sock holds the highest concentration of your body odor, and to a dog's brain, that scent is literally you. After all the behavioral and neurological research, the answer turns out to be incredibly simple. The sock is not just a lifeless piece of fabric. To them, it's the closest, most authentic version of you when you aren't around. An act that seems funny and irrational, yet it's how a tiny living being is telling you something they just don't have the words to express. Conclusion. So, the next time you see your pup grab a sock and bolt out of the room, they probably aren't thinking, "I'm a criminal mastermind." Instead, it's simply, "This smells exactly like the person I love most." Or just maybe they only know one thing for sure, that you are going to show up right away. And to them, that's all that really matters. If you think this is already the weirdest thing your pup does, go ahead and watch the next video, How Your Dogs Can Recognize a Bad Person. Because their ability to read people hides so many more fascinating secrets than you could ever imagine.